What's up, space pirates? This is your captain, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and it would seem that Doctor Who and their mainstream media buddies aren't too proud of the ratings of their show.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Every week, the mainstream media puts out articles trying to spin the abysmal viewing numbers of the latest Doctor Who season so that it doesn't seem so bad. Just yesterday, we talked about how they're trying to claim a big win because the latest episode, 73 Yards, had the highest overnight ratings of any of the episodes from the season so far. They laughably called it record-breaking. Well, the full 7-day viewing figures for last week's episode, Boom, have just come out, and there are literally no articles talking about it as of the time of this recording because the viewing figures have absolutely cratered. I guess the makers of the show really shouldn't have talked shit about the fans, huh?
Say goodbye. Goodbye.
Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter where my handle is Dr. Disaster 1. But yeah, I thought this was really funny, the fact that there are absolutely no articles, at least at the time that I recorded this video, discussing the updated viewing figures for the Doctor Who episode Boom. Usually, my timeline is absolutely inundated with Doctor Who articles talking about viewing figures because I search that stuff up constantly, but it turns out the only way I was able to even find this information out was by getting on Wikipedia because these people are clearly ashamed of the numbers, as well they should be.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Alright, so if we go to the Wikipedia page for Doctor Who episodes of the modern era, we can see here that Boom now has the lowest 7-day figures of the season at a pathetic 3.58 million viewers.
Oh no.
Now, just for a frame of reference, the previous episode, The Devil's Cord, had the second worst viewing figures in the history of the modern era at 3.91 million. Now, Boom has taken its place at 3.58, having lost over 300,000 more viewers. Maybe it had something to do with this. Remember, right after The Devil's Cord, featuring drag queen Jinx Monsoon came out, Jinx said of anyone who rejects this new queer direction that if they don't watch it, then who needs them? I mean, if you couple that with the off-putting shit that they put on the screen that week, well, it's not hard to see why people would leave this show in the dust. The lowest viewing figures in the history of modern Doctor Who came just a few years ago during the Jodie Whittaker era. Her second to last episode ever, The Sea Devils, had 3.47 million viewers, which is astonishing considering how well her era started. Her first two episodes had roughly 11 million viewers and 9 million viewers respectively, but by the end of her run, people were checking out. I guess it turns out that leaning exclusively on the identity politics makes people tune out. They don't want to hear this woke shit. People flocked to her episodes at first because it was novel, the idea that the Doctor would no longer be a man. But this shit clearly has diminishing returns, and changing the race of the actor who plays the role with Ncuti Gatwa has not brought people in. I am going to go out on a limb here and guess that by the end of this first season of Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor, we will see a new record holder for the worst viewing figures of a modern era Doctor Who episode. One of these episodes, if not more, will go below 3.47 million. I mean, at this point, we're only about 100,000 viewers away. Let's look at their list of upcoming episodes and make our guesses as to which one will be the lowest of all of them. We've got 73 Yards. We still don't have their full 7-day viewing figures in yet, though the overnight viewing figures were about the same as Space Babies, so my guess is that it's probably going to be about 4 million viewers for 73 Yards. I don't think that Dot and Bubble will quite break through and end up being the lowest viewed episode of all time. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be Rogue about 2 weeks from now on June 8th. I'll bet you that is the one that ends up going below the Sea Devils. But I'm going to leave it there. Which of the remaining episodes, if any, do you predict will become the record holder for worst viewing figures in modern Doctor Who history? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty